Hi, I'm going to talk about a book titled The Color Purple. It was written by Afro-American woman Alice Walker, who was born in 1944, but she published the book in 1982, and this book, Color Purple, won the Pulitzer Prize for Fiction, such a famous book. In that book, Alice Walker examines the African American women's life in 1930s. Actually, it happens in the state of Georgia, the South American state, Atlanta, and other parts of the state, how Afro-American were treated and gender biased, race biased, color biased. Actually, women, they didn't have equal rights with the white women, and the Afro-American women suffered. And the book examines the exploitation of white people and also exploitation in the Afro-American families. Actually, the Celie, the star of the book, The Color Purple, she is abused by her own father. So she suffered so much of exploitation in the family, among parents and among friends and among neighbors, and how she came out triumphant. So that is the story of The Color Purple. Actually, Hollywood star director Steven Spielberg has produced a movie out of The Color Purple. It's very beautiful, starring Oprah Winfrey. It's a great movie, and if you want to see that movie, please, you can watch it on YouTube. And actually, there's a beautiful quote in the book, The Color Purple. I want to read that quote today, where the author finds nature as our extended family. When humans isolate you, when humans sideline you, when the society rejects you, when you experience all forms of violence and exploitation and discrimination, nature opens the arms and welcomes you. That is what the author Alice Walker writes in the famous book called Color Purple. And she was alone, and she came out and she became friends with trees and birds and the elements of the earth. And she realized that she is not orphan anymore, because the society made her orphan, thrown her out. She felt desolation and isolation. But when she found nature, and she feels that she is part of a great family called nature, and in the company with the trees and birds and animals and plants, we are not orphans, and we are always part of a great system, a great family. We can call it a cosmic family. So that is what The Color Purple, the book, states. So I'm going to read the quote written by Alice Walker, the author of The Color Purple in 1982, the book which won the Pulitzer Prize for Fiction. Alice Walker writes as follows: My first step away from the old white man was trees, then air, then birds, then other people. But one day, when I was sitting quiet and feeling like a motherless child, which I was, it came to me that feeling of being part of everything, not separate at all. I knew that if I cut a tree, my arm would bleed. And I laughed, and I cried, and I ran all around the house. I knew just what it was. In fact, when it happens, you can't miss it. Actually, this quote chimes with the Eastern thought and Eastern wisdom, especially from the religion called Jainism. Actually, Jainism, the holy book Acharanga Sutra, talks about when you hurt part of nature, you hurt yourself. That is what Alice Walker writes in the book called Color Purple. I knew that if I cut a tree, my arm would bleed. Acharanga Sutra states, if I hurt an ant, a small ant, I hurt the whole of humanity. If I saved that little ant, I saved the whole cosmos. So we are all interdependent. We are all belong to a single family. And there is no need to feel as orphan because we have a large family. If humans make you orphans, nature would accept you as the part of our family. There is Mother Earth. There are brother animals and plants. There are sister fish and birds. This is a great family. Nobody has to be thrown out. Everybody has their own place. This planet Earth is huge. This home is big. This common home is beautiful, where everybody can find their own place. We don't have to push people in a tight spots. I mean, always you can get away from that tight spot and find a whole new world. When somebody shuts your window on your face, you can open the cathedral door. It is open. You can enter in relationship. So I think Alice Walker wrote right in Color Purple in 1982. And if you want to read more, go to Google and type Alice Walker quotes from the Color Purple and you will get a lot of wisdom. Thank you. Have a nice day.